out your phone. Yeah, Tone. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'm about to throw a party. I just woke up, it's time to check out my parlay from last night. I hope it's a good day. If I'm on top the leaderboard on Wanna Parlay, that mean it's a good day. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Hawks played. I bet you Jordan Poole have an off day. Guaranteed Travis Hunter made a mouse play. If so, I done cashed on my parlay. 2 picks, 4 picks, 6 picks, 7 picks. Pick your poison. Wanna Parlay, then download the app right now. Come on, join it. You lose one time, gotta keep on going. Flip them winners, gotta stack them coins. Stay in the race like Jacket Joyner. You will win if you stack them points up. NBA, CBB, MLS, NFL, MLB. Take your time, build your slip. NHL, MMA, UFC. Yeah, you can go big on big. Yeah, or you can go small on small. World Series, Super Bowl, March Madness, Championship, win them all. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'ma throw a party. If you want.
We're live. Welcome back to the Wanna Parlay Podcast. I'm Lantz Bell. Below me is ToneTheGoat. And this show is brought to you, obviously, by the great folks of Wanna Parlay, home of the $2 parlay and the world's richest parlay, where every day people are turning $2 into $2,000. Some action we got going on here at Wanna. The main event currently has Dies Rich 10. All right, well, that's a pretty difficult username. That's, don't clown my pronunciation, but that was honestly a dog piss effort. But with a 223.73 multiplier parlay, a 6-pick banger to capture the early lead in the main event. This is a number that might stay. That is winning number territory. 223, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But Wanna people, don't give up. Keep fighting. We got Acta Barber, and he is in second with an 8-pick, 138.74 multiplier lay. And a comment of the show, One Mad Raider, David Smerling with a 65.05 multiplier lay to round out third place. But there are very many spots open on this leaderboard. Folks, get to it. I believe there's only 20 spots that have been taken out of 100. So there's a lot of money to be made. We got a great show for you guys today. Expecting one guest and one referee. Guest being at White Magic 23. And we all know Lonnie Lyle, the best ref in the game. Before we get started, quick announcement. We will now be giving a $2 entry ticket to anyone that shows face on this podcast. And when you do so, you will have an opportunity to give us a 2-man parlay. And if that parlay wins, you will earn $10 more in entry tickets. So take advantage. Join the boys. Come chit chat with us. But as we always start with this show, accountability hour. And mine didn't look great at all. Mine actually looked horrid. Just blasphemy. Just didn't read it right. Didn't have it right yesterday, folks. Cavs money line. Nope. We saw what Haliburton did. That was insane, by the way. Tone's definitely going to have to issue an apology for Tyrese Haliburton. Maybe not yet, but he's getting closer and closer by each of these performances. But let's move on. Timberwolves money line. That lost. Haliburton over 28.5 points and assists. This did lose. My God, did he have the most hockey assists I'd ever seen in my life. Just the one pass away from the assists. 19 points, 3 assists, or 4 assists, rounds out to 23 total. Obviously, that doesn't cover. Naz Reid, over 10.5 points. Covered easily. Locks. Jaden McDaniels, over 13.5 points. He had 12. Tough. Jaden McDaniels, over 1.5 steals plus blocks. He had 1. Tough. Julius Randle, over 6.5 rebounds. He had 3. I can't imagine a world where Julius Randle was going to get 3 against these small ball Warriors, but guy just didn't want to rebound. It's unfortunate stuff. So, yeah, if you were counting, that's a 1-6 for the lad. We usually don't start our weeks out this way, but shit happens, but we'll be back today. Not worried. Tone, go ahead.
Yeah, accountability hour. You know what I'm saying? My favorite part besides giving new picks. I'll start with our guest yesterday. We had Miko on. Shout out to Miko. He's a recent winner in the leaderboard, but he had Quentin Post for 0.5 threes. He had the over, and Quentin didn't score a bucket. He went holy moly donut shop, but he did have the Buddy Hield 3 threes over. Buddy came through like a real bud should do, and he dropped 5. So he cleared that over. Miko went 1 for 2, but he does not get the free $10 slip. Then over to G Ward. G Ward 9-7, if I'm not mistaken, or 7-9, one of them. He had Donovan Mitchell under the rebounds plus assists, and he bust on that. But he had Aaron Nesmith for over 12.5, and Nesmith cleared that for him. And then over to Nate D. Nate D had the Cavs minus 6.5, and they just couldn't pull it out. Not only did they not clear the minus 6.5, but we'll be talking about it. But they didn't clear that one. And then, Julius Randle, he sounded confident when Nate gave that Julius Randle pick. I just knew, and I seen it on Lance face too. He knew, but he said Julius Randle over for 20.5, and Julius came down and he smashed that. Now over to my picks, Tone the GOAT picks. You know what I'm saying? I came out the gate with 3 L's. I had Cavs W, Timberwolves W, and Pacers total game points under 2 to 8.5. All 3 of those miss. Then I had the Darian Garland 18.5. He was a DNP. He did not play. Then I had a strike from Obi Toppin, 0.5 threes over. He cleared that. Benedict Mathurin, over 0.5 threes. He cleared that. Max Strus, under 2.5 threes. That boy dropped 5 of them. Shout out to Max Strus. I took the under, and he showed me why not to fade old Strus. Gobert. Didn't check Gobert. I had Gobert over 21.5 PRA. I'm almost sure he cleared that, but I'll go back and check. Miles Turner over 7.5 rebounds. He cleared. Haliburton. I had DeAndre Hunter. He was a DNP. So Darius Garland and DeAndre Hunter were DNPs, but then I had the fade party. I told you guys it was free admission to the fade party last night. It was a Haliburton fade party, and even though he made that game-winning 3, I went 2 for 3 out of the fades. I faded the under. I faded the 28.5 points plus assists. I took the under. That hit. And then I took the under on assists plus rebounds, 14.5. Took the under, and he hit that. He only cleared one of those, and that was the points, which was 18.5, and he cleared that in the last seconds of the game. So I'll take that loss any day. I'm still not sold on Haliburton, but I will stand on what I said. He's a solid fucking piece. It's just not up there with those LeBrons, Stephs, Durant's, Ants, and so on. But Haliburton, he's solid. He's growing on me.
Yeah, no, he's nice, Tone. He's got that. He's just back to the traditional point guard, except he's 6'6", so he's got that decent size. I mean, his instincts and ball skills are super nice. I'm not saying he ain't gonna go like boom on someone and take over, do one of those, a LeBron first half, a KD first half where he just shoots you out of the game. But he just is such a good basketball player. Just fundamentals. He makes the right pass, the right play always. Kid's nice, but he does have a goofy jumper. I just gotta say it. Every time it's crazy how successful he's been on these like game winners, because this has been all year, like these clutch time points. But I just see every time he shoots it, I'm like, oh, that ain't going in. And my God, it goes in. He's nice. All right, yeah, I was just looking at some picks. I'm thinking we're gonna do, but
Did the Gobert go? If not, Gobert, I went 50 for 50.
Gobert was 9 points, 11 rebounds, no assists, and I think you had 21.5, so you missed by 1.5.
All righty. So I went a little under 50%, guys.
Diabolical. Those are the worst. I mean, it's like you're right there, Gobert. What are you doing? You're 7'2", and you look like prime you. I'm still sick to my stuff. How bad have the T-Wolves looked, by the way? They didn't even look good the game they beat us. It was just Gobert offensive rebound machine. Like the rest of them were bricks. And then this game, I saw in the presser, they told Ant and Julius Randle they're on the worst 2-game shooting stretch in NBA playoff history. Whew. And then Ant, his face was just like yours right there, Toe. He was just... They were almost laughing at it. I was like, all right. But it is what it is. All right. Let's recap the games a little bit last time. Or should we bring on White Magic? Let's conduct the interview action.
Let's bring some magic on.
White Magic 23. Can you hear us? KG Little Joe says, Haliburton reminds me of an old school Dennis Johnson.
That's a good one.
Sneaky call out. Sneaky. Ball knowledge, KG. Well done. Wait, we're loading.
I was going to say Eddie Jones.
Eddie Jones. There he is, White Magic.
What up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What is going on? We're doing good, man. We're excited to have you on. Can I ask you, where are you from?
Oh, man, I reside in the great state of Texas, so up here in Dallas.
Very nice, very nice. So that means you love that Wanna Parlay offers spreads, over-unders, and money lines on games, unlike any other daily fantasy sports app in your state.
Dude, yeah, the money lines and the spreads are huge. That's like my forte, you know, so having that, I was like, hell yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So how'd you find Wanna?
Dude, I think I was scrolling TikTok. And
you see my face?
Those ads. I don't know if it was yours, man. It might have been. Dude, I don't know. I just saw an ad and I was like, let me check this out. And I had to Google, make sure it was legit, you know, because you didn't even know. So yeah, man, it's worked good for me. So that's
awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that the ads are working because I think you're the fourth guy in a row that said TikTok ad has brought you to Wanna. So we love it. Yeah, we love it. And I gotta ask you, what's your favorite feature on the app? Is it the chat? Is it the over-unders so you can bet how you want to bet? Is it the player props? Is it the parlay rewards? Talk to me. What do you what is?
Not so much. I mean, the player props is cool, but you know, like a lot of other ones, like Underdog, Prize Picks, they all have that. It's that money line and spread for sure. Because where I'm at, you know, you can't do that with the other apps and shit like that. But that spread and money line, that's my go-to, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that for you guys out there in Texas. Have you told anyone about Wanna, or are you keeping this to yourself? Because you know you do compete against your peers on the leaderboard, not the house.
Yeah. No, man, I'm gonna spread the joy, dude. I got my homeboy actually. He I think he won 200 last night. He did that main event. That was a little $2 20,000 or whatever.
Yeah,
so he's at 200 right now. I think he's 8th on the board. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, the main event. I mean, that's our biggest chance to go from just $2, and you have the opportunity to win 2,000 if you get there in first place. But this week, I mean, someone's already started out with a banger, 223x multiplier parlay. It was a 6-pick too. I mean, the guy came in. It's sneaky. That's a big number, but there's like, I think 80 spots still open, so a lot of money to be made. So that leads me to my next question. What do you got? What do you got playing tonight? You got any action you can feed us? But I got this opportunity because you showed your face on this podcast. We're automatically going to put a $2 free entry ticket into your account. So that's free play. Right now, you're about to have the opportunity to give us a 2-man parlay. And if that 2-man parlay cashes, we're going to give you $10 more in free entry tickets for giving us a winner.
It's a bet, man. I got a sticky note over here. Let me look for it real
quick. Dude, you're all good. You're all good. Take your time.
Notes.
What teams do you like? Are you a Texas natives?
Yeah, man. So born and raised in Texas. You know how it goes. Mavs, Cowboys, Rangers.
So you just got George Pickens. You fired up about that or what?
Yeah, I mean it's not gonna hurt us. You know, I'm a little worried. You know, he's a great receiver. There's no doubt, but he be immature sometimes. You know,
hey, very valid point.
Last year, I think Jordan Lewis picked off the ball and he just snatched Jordan Lewis's face mask for no reason. I'm like, jeez, dude. Yeah, but I got these notes here. Let me put on these glasses so I can see. Oh, there we go.
I love it. Let's go. All right, let's see what you got.
All right, let's get to business. So for all right, tonight we're going all NBA. So I got Russell Westbrook. I think the line is 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
All right.
We're gonna go over, smash the over. Did the math. The last 4 games, he's averaged over 25 points, rebounds, and assists. So not gonna say it's a lock. Hopefully it is. A little worried about the foul trouble. That's the only thing, because he's a feisty player. He's a freak, but he can get a little handsy.
100%. I mean, he's scrappy, and I love it. This is a calculated bet. I mean, there's been a couple guys that have come on here, calculated bets, and then there's a couple that just fucking wing it. But I love the calculation. I love the thought process. Good work. Let's hear the next one.
Next one I think is for sure lock, and I'm gonna go on record. I think he's the most underrated player in the association, and it's Derek White. Derek White, dude, he is. I mean, a lot of people talk about the Celtics. You think of Tatum, yeah, Jaylen Brown, which you should, but that dude is Derek White. Such an integral part in that offense and defense. Got the over on points and assists. I think it's 19.5 is the line. Did the math on that. He's gotten well over that in 8 of his last 9 games. So,
White Magic, you're impressing me out here. You're impressing me.
Don't play about the money, man. You know how it is.
You're nice. You're nice. And the Derek White call out, I mean, I'm a Lakers fan, so everything, I mean, I talk as much shit on the Celtics as I possibly can because fuck Boston, And
dude, yeah, I fucking lost to him in the finals last year.
Yeah, exactly. And what I was saying the last playoff run, I'm like, Tatum might be the 3rd best on the team. I think it's Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and then on some days it's but. That's what I know. It was a flag at the time. But Derek White is that good. Derek White is that good. He's they got him especially for cheap from the Spurs. I mean, that was one of their best pickups in the past few years.
Man, every time I turn it on, he's making the right play. Just so smart, man. I love that guy.
Yep.
White Max, before you get out of here, and I'm expecting the Celtics to win as well, just on some bet knowledge. If the Celtics blow them out, do you think that works in Derek's favor, or will it hurt him?
I think regardless, Derek's gonna get his minutes. I think even if they with NBA playoffs now where you're at in the second round, usually blowouts don't happen as much, but if it did, I still would be comfortable with that 19.5. I think he could probably get that 20 points alone, but you factor in those assists, I think you're good.
I like it. Well, we got KG Lojo's in the chat. He says, Westbrook, fade. He's due for his garbage game. KG Lojo's is really aggressive on the Westbrook fade, so don't be intimidated by him. And then we got Lonnie Lyle. He was ready for the flag. He threw the flag. He was there. Well, White Magic, we appreciate you coming on, dude. I love the 2 picks. Calculated. It's great stuff. And I, because I see how much preparation you put in for these bets, I just know damn well you're going to be in the winner's circle again. You're welcome whenever you want. We'd love to have you back, and we'll chat next time.
Appreciate it, fellas. Have a good one.
Have a good one. What a legend. Guy's smart.
I'm not down for fading Westbrook these days. He's crazy. KG, we need some of that from your bar. I'm telling you, I want some. I want it with a couple of white women. For me, personally, I just want to put that out there.
Oh, KG. I love KG, man. KG's been a part of the show. Damn near, probably, you could say he's the first fan. And he's just stayed so consistent with what he believes. I mean, it's always been fuck LeBron. He's always complained about Westbrook. I mean, don't get me wrong. I might not agree, but he's been consistent. Yep. Exactly. Certified legend. That's awesome stuff. All right. Let's keep moving forward. Let's recap the games last night, talk a little about the games tonight, and then let's get Lonnie Lyle on and let's run a heat check.
Yeah.
All right. Yesterday's games, obviously, that was very, very shocking to see the Pacers pull it out in game 2. Honestly, it's weird. Because in the beginning of the game, you think Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and DeAndre Hunter are out. Like, you would think, oh, this is either going to be a close game or Pacers might steal game 2. Then the game is being played and is going on. The Cavs are handling them easily. They're, keeping them arm's distance, doing a great job. Donovan Mitchell's going crazy, took over the playmaking duties for Garland. So that guy's rebounds plus assists was just getting blown out. Like, that bet... Who made that one? One of them made it. You know, there was a lot on yesterday, so I can't keep track. But then late down the stretch, just Halley magic. Once again, these Pacers just last second have stolen multiple games this postseason. And it's incredible stuff. I love just watching Haliburton's stock go higher and higher. It's not only because of Tone and him fading Haliburton and all that, but the whole, you know, all the players inside the association, they voted him most overrated. And to see this kid get it, you know, his get back, if you will, it's great to see. I love it. Tone, what were your thoughts about last night's game?
Just on a high note, I think it's tough to have. Like, I think they need to get rid of that whole thing, because that's like it's like a total insult. Like, the players voted, and I'm the one that got voted the most overrated, and it's like, what is it based on? Like, what I mean, and then it just creates unnecessary smoke. But I'm glad he's using that as fuel to the fire. My man Trae Young was on that same list, and Haliburton has some Trae in him as well. If you ask me, you know, he's a more lengthier, you know, Trae style. But yeah, they're both clutch, man. But last night, I'll say the Eastern Conference alone has just thrown me for a monkey wrench. I don't know what's going on in the Eastern Conference, and then just playoffs. Period. It's like this year, home court advantage means shit. I don't know what's going on, but it's like home court advantage. It's like, so everybody has lost on their home court now. It's like, I don't know what, you know. But what I can say, I think over the past definitely 5 years, but maybe 10, this is probably the most exciting playoffs that I've seen in a minute. Like, it's competitive. It's not just a toss up. It's not just a landslide. The games have been close. I mean, last night both of the games was like a 3-point and 2-point difference. I think both of them was right there. You know, the Pacers game didn't go in my favor, but I watched it, and Haliburton, he's growing everything, you know, that he's making the naysayers have, you know, bite their tongues. On top of, he has a lot floating around marketing wise. He got a song right now that's hella popular with his name in it. You know, Haliburton is his dad. Then had his episodes. You know, it's Haliburton is building stock. I will give it. I don't know. I can't see it yet, but if I was a shoe company, he would be next on the list for me. I'll put it like that. He you know, I would definitely be swinging towards that way. I think the kids are going to start loving Haliburton. I can see that.
Dude, and that call out about how similar him and Trae Young are, I love it, especially offensively, because they just make the right pass. They can burn their guy, and they're just pure point guards. Now, the thing that I like about Haliburton, obviously more than Trae Young, is the size, because Haliburton can hold his own on defense. I'm not saying he's a great defender, but he can hold his own and plays pretty, like, you know, decent stay in front defense. Whereas Trae Young, I mean, there's only so much he can do. But, I mean, man, Lonnie Lyle in the chat, by the way, say he's still overrated, though, talking about Haliburton. I mean, we just, how does, what? How does that even make sense? I mean, most overrated, and then he has two damn near game winners these playoffs, and he's just willing this Pacers team. I mean, I guess what, Siakam's the other All-Star? Yeah. Siakam ain't no.
I think what did it to Haliburton is just the Olympics thing. I think that's what ruined everything, and I think it was so fast. People didn't even, like, even now, like, you know, Olympic team, it's like, that's like, you know, like, we didn't even have, who wasn't on it? Jaylen Brown?
Jaylen Brown wasn't even on the team.
Jaylen Brown wasn't on the team. You had Drew Holiday and Haliburton, and then it was a few others that did. It was just kind of weird, and I think by default, that's what make people use the overrated thing, and it's not fair to Haliburton because he got chose to be on the USA team. It ain't shit. He can't do shit about that, but I think that's what did it.
Yeah, I mean, the whole Olympic thing was really confusing because it's like, you know, at some point, either like you have to use players and you have to bench players. Like, you can't just use everyone. This isn't, you know, a popularity contest. We're trying to go win gold, and honestly, now more than ever in the world, the basketball title is becoming, like, the gap between USA and everyone else is closing. So it's like, you know, Tatum, I'm sorry, sit your ass on the bench. I loved that all summer, man. It was diabolical. But him and Haliburton, they didn't get much minutes, and it's valid. It is what it is. Maybe later on, but Lonnie Lyle, give me 3 minutes, Lonnie. We'd lose instantly. We put your ass in the game. They disqualify us. They say no, can't have refs on your team. We let you ref the game, Lonnie. You're a ref. You ain't no player. No, all right, let's the Team USA was definitely, especially because Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum are on it, and the Finals MVP Jaylen Brown wasn't on the team. Confusing stuff, but that's we'll actually talk about that another time. But let's move on to the Warriors T-Wolves game. Man, this was a little bit of a snooze fest. I mean, this was just, Wolves, what's going on? And once again, I mean, don't get me wrong, I look at the box score, he's got 23, 14, 2 assists, 3 steals, a block. But I'm like, you're bricks, buddy. You've been bricks. Like, what is this? You got to get you got to get follow through or something. You got to follow through, because 1 for 5. I'm pretty sure when I looked at the box score, especially halfway through the game, these numbers were even worse, which is unfortunate. And I'm like, you got to just, it's got to start with you. I mean, Mike Conley going 0 for 5, Julius Randle 0 for 3 from 3, Jaden McDaniels 0 for 3 from 3, DiVincenzo 3 for 11, 1 for 7 off the bench. Like, none of them played well. But, if we're doing the whole face of the NBA conversations, Ant's this guy. I mean, it all starts with him. What are your thoughts, Tone?
I wouldn't point the finger at Ant last night. I know he's the easy scapegoat, but 14 rebounds, 23 points, 40% from the field. The 1 for 5 from 3 was atrocious, but 1 from 7 is even worse from DiVincenzo. But I wouldn't blame it on Ant. But all in all, man, I wouldn't have assumed or predicted that the Warriors would take them out by 10 in the game 1 in Minnesota. Like I said, it's just weird shit happening in the NBA. I don't know if I definitely. Did we fix that fax machine? I got to get the new script. That's what it was. I didn't update. I got some software updating I got to get, but I got to get the new version of the script because they didn't tell. It was Lakers in 5, but they revamped it. But I got to go get it, Lance. It's crazy. Minnesota. I don't know. I can't. If somebody would say, all right, predict the rest of this series now that that's happened, it's just like I told you with other loss in the game 1. This changes everything tremendously.
Yeah. When you let a team steal game 1, when their best player plays 13 minutes and gets injured with it's come out and it said grade 1 hamstring strain with a T. It's unfortunate, and Curry might miss not only game 2, but probably I wouldn't be too surprised if he missed game 3. Because, that he'll miss game 2 because they can sacrifice, they already got the home court advantage back. They can give Minnesota a game. Game 3, that's where it's sneaky. Could you could you bank on yourself winning game 4 and kind of risk just making it 2-2 and let's play? But we'll see. We'll see. I hope Curry's all right. As much as I'm a hater, I don't wish injuries. If you wish injuries on people, you're just fucking lame. You're lame. Buddy Hield, by the way, this guy, legacy. He's a playoff performer, I guess. He had 24 again, 5 for 8, 8 rebounds. Getting in there, getting to the glass. Jimmy Butler, he also hooped, but he wasn't that efficient. He's all right. All right. Let's talk a little games tonight. We got Celtics Knicks, which tips off here in 24 minutes, so we might want to move quick so we can get bets out there. I see this one going Boston and Boston covering and, actually finishing the game, unlike they did in game 1. Huge for the Knicks to get that game 1 steal. That was massive. But, I don't really see it 2 games in a row. If someone wants to tell me I'm wrong, I'd love to hear their case. But, Tone, you got anything else?
I'm definitely banking on Celtics tonight. I see them walking away with a W. I see them giving the first blowout for the second round of the playoffs. I feel like they're gonna win by 15 or more tonight. They're gonna put a spanking on the Knicks just because of that game 1. I'm not about to breeze by the fact that they're the returning champions. I'm not about to breeze by the fact that their garden, TD, it's a tough place to play in. The Knicks stole one, and I don't see the Knicks having a problem not winning this next one. Kind of letting the Celtics burn themselves out a lot in this game too. But I see the Celtics walking away with a crazy game. Like I told y'all last night that Donovan was gonna go for 40. I told y'all that on the pod. If y'all watch it back, and tonight Tatum's gonna have a crazy game, 35 plus. I'm telling you right now. But yeah, Celtics.
So you think big game from Tatum? I see it. Well, this is when you hope you see it, and this is kind of why we're Tatum. Time to step up. You're the guy, or you want to be the guy. And then if you see a Derek White and Jaylen Brown, they step up, and Tatum doesn't. Then everyone's, I'm picking on Tatum. It's like, all right, well, you bailed out by his teammates. Some NBA superstars don't have that blessing. If they don't show up, it's over. 35. All right, he thinks it. I feel it. I think it could happen. But yeah, no, Celtics cover. All right. Denver OKC. I personally, it's either Thunder cover or Denver wins again. I don't see it being like, if it's close. KG Lo Joe's right there. It says Denver up 2-0. Oh, and KG Lo Joe says we're doing all this talking about Indiana winning. Haliburton would never even have had a chance if Cleveland knew how to close out a game. That's true. But guess what? Haliburton does know how to close out a game. Aces and foe. No, I'm just kidding. That's wild. But dude, this is crazy stuff on the Cavs, who we thought it was for sure Cleveland, Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, if it's going to be 2 years in a row, Pacers, Celtics Conference Finals. I mean, who gets the credit on Indiana? Who's the guy? And we know who that is, and we don't want to have that conversation yet. But just sit tight. But yeah, KG Lo Joe's. I honestly agree with you more than Thunder spreading. I think the Nuggets are just nice. They just are champions. They just know how to do it, and they want it more. But he's now KG Lo Joe's reaffirming that Jokic is on the ban list. Tone, talk to me. What are your thoughts, Nugget Thunder?
Man, I'm hoping that the OKC Thunder don't shrink in a massive way in this series. I'm hoping that I hope the Nuggets don't turn into that whichever years they were that championship team with the fully activated Westbrook at it, and then Westbrook is just amping up the other players that are actually the stars on it. I mean, it's crazy. They got something they thriving on over there in Denver. And I tell you this, if they steal one more in OKC, if Denver steals one more in OKC, I'm calling sweep. Sorry. I'll leave it there.
Sweep. That's diabolical. I mean, the MVP, we had all these fucking talks. Everyone across the, anyone that talks sports or basketball at all has had this conversation, Jokic or SGA. And if Jokic sweeps SGA and those Thunder, who went 68-14 this year, the net rating of like how close the games were, they weren't close, folks. They just belt to ass the entire league every night. But if you choke like this in the playoffs to not only, I mean, the other MVP candidate who everyone, they know. Jokic's stats are freaky. Guy's a monster. But I don't know. I guess let's let tonight happen before we have that conversation. Let's let tonight happen before that we have that conversation. All right. Let's bring on Lonnie. Let's get a heat check going. Heat check, Lantz versus Tone. We got our referee, the man, the myth, the legend, Eat Her Taco, aka Lonnie Lyle. And
I forgot to send me that link, the group chat. I'm just gonna say.
Oh, that's funny shit. That's
Hope I
funny
don't get a
shit.
flag for that.
Hey, look, I did it on purpose. But I am here, y'all. I am live from my vehicle. I am in between a barbecue place and a Harley Davidson place. So if you hear some weird shit in my background, I'm okay.
I'm glad to hear it.
So
I'm
this
glad
is-
you're okay. I'll keep going.
This is a heat check, man, with Lantz and Tone, refereed by yours truly, Lonnie Lyle, aka Eater Taco. And on today's heat check, this is one that was brought about not too long ago. And somebody said about the other person that they will be barbecue chicken. I think you all know where I'm going with that. So, in a 101, Prime Shaq against Prime Jokic. Who wins?
Probably.
Big.
Oh,
Shit, I need a fucking coin.
we need a coin. We need to do the toss. I was just about to go first because I've been losing. I've lost a coin toss like 3 times in a row. So.
Yeah, you could definitely get it first if you want to. I had
Okay,
Let's
I
see.
don't have a
Coin
coin,
flip.
but I do have a Little Caesars Crushed Red Pepper pack. Okay.
Okay.
I do have a Little Caesars Crushed. All right, so what we doing?
Pepper.
And you got it.
Okay.
You got it.
Wait.
So
So what's the
Okay.
other? Wait. What's the other side?
Yeah, what's the other side? Is they both pepper?
what's that?
Oh,
Okay.
Pepper and Little Caesars. All right, call it in there.
All right.
I'm calling Pepper. So fuck it.
You said pepper?
Yeah. All right. Whatever. Don't you start. Who wins in a 1v1? Prime Shaq versus Prime Jokic.
1v1, Prime Shaq, Prime Jokic. A question for you, Lonnie, just so I can settle my case a little more accurately.
Okay.
In what era are we playing in, or what rules are we playing in? Is this Shaq era rules? Is this Jokic era rules, or is this just all goals?
I want to say all goals. Everything goes. Everything. So
Okay.
look, Shaq era. Hey, look, Shaq era. Shaq on the Lakers era.
All right. I just off the natural, I'm going Shaq. I just put that out. I would put that out there, people. I personally feel like Shaq was and still is the most dominating big man that we've ever seen in the history of the game. I don't care if you bring up the Chamberlains and the Jabbars and the Ewings, Elijah ones, Thumbos, Manute Bowles. You can go Sean Bradley if you want. Vladi, Floppy, Divock. You can go wherever you want to go. You can go Joel Embiid. You can go Anthony Davis. You can go whoever. Shaq, in my opinion, was and still is the most dominating. And I feel like dominating is a undermining word for Shaq, because if like dominating is like the Lakers Shaq. If people don't remember the athletic Shaq in Orlando, I'm talking about could get the ball from the baseline and carry the ball and dribble the ball all the way up the floor and dunk on a guy Shaq. I'm talking about the blue chips Shaq. I'm talking about I'm talking about when Shaq was almost slim Shaq. People forget that Shaq. And yeah, I just feel like, man, without Shaq doing what he did, we would like the foreigners, I bet you they was watching Shaq. His Jokic's daddy was watching Shaq, and he passed down some of Shaq down to him. You know what I'm saying? They just told him, though, you can't be as sloppy as Shaq. You got to be more finesse. You got to know how to, But I feel like Shaq is the blueprint of all for if you want to be the greatest center that you can be. Build off of Shaq's template and then add more moves, and you will be the greatest ever, in my opinion. But Shaq.
Okay, Lance.
All right. Are there free throws in this? If
Most definitely.
okay,
Most
so I'm
definitely.
taking Jokic because Jokic is one of the most skilled and gifted big men we've seen with his hand-eye coordination and all these touch shots. He can hit the 3-ball. I mean, you remember this motherfucker shooting over Anthony Davis, nothing on the shot clock, and it just swish. He's way more talented when it comes to scoring. Now, don't get me wrong. It's it's the diesel. Like, he's going to drop step from every play, give him elbows, and, it's going to be physical basketball. But If I'm thinking 1v1, I mean, Jokic is one of the highest IQ basketball players in the history of the game. I mean, you see how he passes. You see all the different things he does for his team. Box score wise, active hands on defense. I mean, he's not a great one-on-one defender, but he's still scrappy and really high IQ player. And so combined with Hack a Shaq, I got Shaq going to shoot 50% from the free throw line. And I got Jokic who could shoot threes and just has the skills. I don't get me wrong. Off rip, I thought I was going Shaq. I thought I was going Shaq. When I first heard, I was like, oh, this is easy. But now that I got to sit here, think about it, I'm going Jokic wholeheartedly. Give me Jokic.
Tone, you got anything to add?
Definitely. And I want to stay firmly on subject. You stated 1v1. And you gave him a pass, but I don't know how the hell free throws or assist matters in a 1v1. I want to put that out there. We talking about Shaq versus Jokic. That boy would be barbecue chicken. And I know it had to be Shaq that said that because he would definitely be put on that grill. That boy Shaq then played 20 Jokic's. That boy Shaq then played bigger Jokic's. I don't care about all of that, whatever he doing out there when this down on the floor. 1v1, I see Shaq barbecue cooking that boy. I see Jokic looking like Ostertag. I see Jokic coming out there looking. Yeah, Greg Ostertag. He gonna come out there and just be a cone. What you say, Lance? He gonna be a cone. Let Shaq out there and start bumping his bodies, and Jokic start feeling them bruises and stuff. Like, come on, man, this ain't it's all goals like Lonnie Lyle said. Woof! When that first elbow when he come around on that turn, y'all remember that move when he come like woof? It's gonna clear the room like a windmill. Woof! And then he gonna come with y'all see the Lakers statue out there at Crypto? He gonna do one of them dunks like balls in his face, and Jokic just over with from there. He don't have the mentality to bounce back from that. Who has ever done that to Jokic?
Nobody. I don't think anybody ever.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, it's my turn, right? No, I don't want to talk out of turn. Yeah. Okay. Hey, you guys be sleeping on Jokic. Like, you saw his older brothers in the arena. That guy, he ain't no bitch. That's Eastern European. Like, he is a tough motherfucker, whether you like it or not. He might look doughboy, but he ain't no doughboy. He's tough as nails. I mean, he's got so much finesse. I mean, you watch him. We've watched this guy bully multiple teams on just touch shots and fucking. I know it ain't like Shaq where he dunking and putting nuts in face. I know what you're talking about. And the most dominant center of all time, I'd say, Shaq. But let's not sleep on Wilt. Give Wilt his flowers. He might be in his era. I've watched that game film. It was ridiculous. There's no chance anyone's stopping Wilt. But to keep going, I mean, if I get a hack of Shaq, I know his numbers from the free throw line. Like, how are we playing this? And if we're not doing free throws, I mean, I'm still taking Jokic. Jokic is more skilled, more gifted on offense, and he's gonna be a bucket. Like, he has post fades, he's got the three, he's got whatever shot he wants. Shaq, I mean, once you figure out, and that's a fucking tall order, don't get me wrong. Once you figure out how to stop his ass in the paint, that's that. But yeah, I still think Jokic. Go ahead.
So, like I said, free throws are in it. If Jokic get the rebound, he can't just be right. He got to take it back to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you with Jokic, Tone with Shaq. I ain't gonna lie, Shaq will kill Jokic. Not even gonna lie. Like, Jokic ain't gonna just get bulldozed over. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jokic gonna kill him with a goddamn fake behind Shaq back and then break it back and then pull up. On some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, Jokic gonna be playing with him, and Shaq gonna get mad, throw an elbow, black his eye a little bit. You know what I mean? But ultimately, in them two in the game of 21, Shaq 21. Jokic 15 or 16, maybe.
I'm just saying, when you have the three ball, like Jokic, and he's nice. He ain't no bum from three.
But Shaq is 7'1".
Jokic is all 7 foot. Jokic, we've seen Jokic do this to these people in the NBA right now. Chet Holmgren, your little boy, back up. Like, the length don't matter. No length has stopped Jokic his like this whole career. That's the weirdest part. You can't guard him. He's just touch shot. He's unbelievable. We know how good Jokic is. And he's fading threes like he's a freak.
I'm gonna give y'all one fun fact. I had to pull this up because I knew I was crazy. But this is one fun fact that I just feel like people forget who Shaquille O'Neal was. Like, I'm just looking at one aspect. And do you know, in one NBA game, when Shaquille O'Neal was with the Orlando Magic, he had 15 blocks. 15 blocks in one game. And I'm looking on the blocks history list. Jokic falls nowhere in that as far as more. I mean, I'm talking about defense now. We talking about, and this is Shaq who plays deep. Like, who has Jokic played against somebody like Shaq that's gonna really D you up and be athletic? Who?
Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard no, I'm saying, but Dwight Howard had his number in the goddamn bubble.
I can't. I'm not about to hate on Dwight Howard defense. I think different argument for different. I can't hate on Dwight.
But I also think, for that argument, say I could make a counter argument where it's completely different era. That was 90s basketball. I mean, everyone played inside the 3-point line. You got like maybe 4 or 5 jacks a game from 3. Now you have 40. Completely different game. But I will say I'd take Shaq as a defender over Jokic. Right? I won't. You're 100% right on that argument. Shaq was probably the better defender. But isn't Shaq Is Shaq a one-time MVP? No time. Like I think he's only one-time MVP on LA.
I'm almost positive it's more than one. I'll look it up though.
But and then the defense, I know Shaq. I mean, he was
2 at the most.
He was
2 at the most.
I think he's 1.
Lance is right. Once in 2000.
Oh, 2000. 2000? Okay.
Yep.
But
he had 3 finals MVPs.
Yeah, I know that one because I use that in the Kobe arguments. Hey, gotta be done. But give me Jokic, bro. Like, stop this. So, all right, Lonnie.
I don't even think that you really believe that, Lance. You definitely with KG at the bar earlier today. Y'all had straight shots, no chaser at all. It was no fucking chaser at all involved. I know how KG get down. I can see it. I can see it.
KG is in the chat right now. It says Shaq would dunk on Joker and pull down the basketball backboard, and Shaq would yell at Joker, "Game's over." Shaq wins 1-0.
Like Shaq would break a rim that's unbreakable. Like, they made unbreakable rim because of Shaq, and she would still pull it down somehow. I just know he fucking will. So Tone get this one with 4-2.
Yeah, 4-2.
4-2. Got to. Let me write that down. 4-2.
Yeah. About time you told the truth, Lonnie. Now, I mean, you've been doing a great, phenomenal job at refereeing. Let me add, you're the best referee in the world. Might add that.
He brought the flag. The flag is mobile, folks. The flag is mobile. Pull that shit. It's 3-3. Oh. I'm just kidding. Hey, it was a tough one. But I still think Jokic. I'm like, in a game of 1v1, Jokic is skilled offensively, and he's like 7 foot, 280. Like, he's not just like, don't get me wrong. But is Shaq gonna go 100%? Like, he's gonna drop the chair. Like, he knows what Jokic is. You got to give him more credit. Remember, he should be 4-time. He's a 3-time MVP, NBA champion. He's marching with this squad to go try to win another championship. I mean, remember Shaq only won championships when he had the Batman, or he had the Robin. He had young Kobe. Then he had D Wade.
No. Yeah, I'm about to say with the Heat. No.
Yeah, no, D Wade. Remember D Wade wins Finals MVP. So I'm like, Jokic is dope. Don't be sleeping on Jokic.
D-Wade overrated too.
D-Wade overrated? We have to. Okay, what's that's next heat check. So, because wait,
you said who?
He said D-Wade overrated. So who you taking, D-Wade or Harden?
I still probably take D-Wade.
Okay.
just feel like D Wade
I
is
think
he's not overrated in the sense that he's a bad player, but they put D Wade in some high rankings.
We got
D-Wade put his foot in there too.
Huh?
D-Wade put himself in my rankings too. I heard
D
him on
Wade
somebody's podcast.
Kobe conversations.
I think that's the one that I was talking about.
what?
Like he was on the podcast and he said, "Yeah, when you mention them, you gotta mention me,
He
right?"
said when you
Like,
mention
I
Kobe,
think it
you
was
gotta
on
mention
Melo
him. Is what he
podcast.
said. Yep.
Oh shit!
You heard me,
I think it was
Lance?
on Melo.
Wait, let me turn it up a little. What? Say it again.
D Wade said he feels like when you mention Kobe and others, you have to mention him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know what he's saying.
yeah.
But
I mean,
me personally,
Flash-
I don't really think so.
I would say he's like just below, like not, and there it's touching,
Yeah.
like but it is below, like he's right there, but and it's
I'm with
tough
you.
because you go through he wins the championship with Shaq, and then he goes in this weird decline where they're like the 7th, 8th seed, and then they recruit LeBron, and then it's just completely different from there because he's overshadowed by GOAT James, and it's like they were just so it's tough to look at that career and compare it. Where I mean, yeah, it's a good argument. We might have to do that for next heat check, or maybe a little down the road. But it's a good argument. It's a good argument. Is D Wade overrated or not?
I put Jokic right now over D Wade. All time.
D Wade never won an MVP. They're one time, yeah.
So is Jokic greater than Kobe?
Is Jokic better than Kobe?
Just a quick thought.
Jokic. The problem is Jokic still has a couple more years.
No.
So it's like,
No.
yeah, you still got a couple more years. Right now, KG Little Joe's just coming in with some bullshit. Just says D Wade's statue is definitely overrated. That statue looks like a Make-A-Wish kid made it. All right. That's the end of Heat Check.
D Wade.
That is a Udonis statue outside of that motherfucker. That is fuck that.
Holy shit, that is so funny. KG Little Joe's, thank you once again. Just all right, let's get in the picks for the night. The Celtics game's about to tip off. I literally think any minute, so we got to get these in.
Yeah.
I'll start us off. Let me pull it up on my Wanna Parlay app. Taco Lantz, Wanna Parlay. Starting off, I got both favorites. Boston minus 9.5. I think they handle the Knicks, especially after the embarrassing showing from last game. Jason Tatum, I have his over 28.5 points. Tone thinks he goes for 35 plus tonight, and I like it. But I have over 28.5. I also have his over 9.5 rebounds because he's going to be active. He's going to be all over the place. Tatum, show you're the best player. Let's go. Next, I got OKC minus 10.5. This is tough because I really think it might be Jokic. He might handle business, but they got to have one game at home that they just go lights out, like they were in the regular season, kind of just blow their doors off and make it 1-1, go to Denver. That's what I would think. I mean, it's tough with Jokic, but that's what I think. Thunder minus 10.5. Next, I got Jalen Williams over 22.5 points. They're going to need help. It can't just be Shea. They're going to need help.
Right.
So if they need help, it's going to start with Jalen Williams, especially after, the Chet blunder. I mean, he misses 2 free throws, it was 2 free throws, right? Yeah, he misses 2 free throws to allow Aaron Gordon. Yeah, he's rattled for the rest of the series. He's the mental case. Give me Jalen Williams, J-Dub. And then, I took this on accident on my Wanna, but I have Minnesota the next night. Minus 10.5, but we'll take care of that. So it's a 5-pick lay. Lonnie, Tone, whoever it is, go ahead.
I go Nate.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got Boston for the win. I got Chet Holmgren over on 15.5 points. I got Russell over on 7.5 assists and rebounds. And I got Jamal Murray over on 9.5 assists and rebounds. Got that little 4-pick right there.
I like it, especially the sneaky Westbrook and Murray assists and rebounds. I mean, they're going to be active. The guards got to be scrappy, especially against OKC. I mean, they got length and shoot. They You got to be scrappy. And then, but you had Chet over 15.5 points after I kind of just clowned his shit. So you're believing in Chet. So, all right.
But when he just go crazy, I think 17 at the most because they gonna like he gonna need some help. Shaq gotta do Shaq shit, and not no shit.
You can't miss 2 free throws like fucking last game. I mean, that's diabolical.
Come on now.
I'll repeat White Magic's while Tone's typing in his picks. White Magic's got Westbrook over 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So hopping on that Lonnie wave,
like that
except, obviously including points. And then Derek White over 19.5 points plus assists, which I also like because, Derek White's solid. Solid piece.
I really like that.
Lonnie, you are...
Hey, I will say this. Like, he is correct. Derek White is so underrated, man. Like, whenever Tatum and Brown is out, oh my God, like, he goes crazy every fucking time. I'm like, the fuck? Like, he cut his hair and went crazy.
True.
Fuck?
I mean, and that guy's hairline for so long. Like, he needed to give up for 4 years before,
Yeah. I don't know whose ancestors to blame more, Caruso or Derek White, but they need to be they got something. But all right, my picks, man. I'm telling y'all right now, you know what I'm saying? If you're listening, then this is a perfect time to get them in. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to strike tonight. A little under 50% last night, so I'm going over 70 tonight. We're just gonna go straight like that from the top of the list. I got Michael Porter under 16.5 PRA. I got Tatum over whatever the fuck his point total is. I got him for 35 plus. Whatever his point total is, over for Tatum. Jokic under 8.5 assists. I said under. I said fade Jokic tonight. Tatum 16.5 rebounds plus assists, over. Shea 12.5 rebounds plus assist, over. Jokic under 22.5 rebounds plus assists. That's another fade on Jokic. And Unobi over 2.5 threes. He's gonna shoot at least 6 of them. Hopefully he hit 50%. Shea over 46.5 PRA. Shea going crazy tonight in a loss. Jalen Williams under 5.5 rebounds. Denver W. OKC under 62.5 first half points and OKC first half winners. Over MLB Twins W, Phillies W, and then Yankees over run total 7.5 points. There you have it.
Okay. Sneaky. Well, I think he means the Yankees game. The Yankees game over 7.5 runs. And OKC under 62.5 in the first half, but you also have them winning. Interesting. No, winning the first half. Winning the first half. Yeah. No. All right. I mean, I guess the facts machine has been updated. He's got the script, folks. He's got that thing on him. All right. Well, I believe that's all she wrote. This was the Wanna Parlay Podcast, home of everything Wanna Parlay, the proud father of the $2 parlay and the world's richest parlay, where every day people are turning $2 into $2,000. Today was a great show. Thanks to Lonnie Lyle and White Magic 23 for coming on. Best ref in the game, and a guy that gave some great picks. He had some great thought process. He showed us the number, or told us the numbers. It was impressive stuff. So we hope to have him on soon and that he wins the $10 in free play. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow at 6 p.m. Ooh, actually, we're going to be back earlier tomorrow. That's an update for Tone and Lonnie. Remember last week how we did it early and then it wasn't supposed to be, and I fucked up a week. Turn on notifications, folks. Turn on your notifications so you know when we go live, because we're going to be live tomorrow in the morning, celebrating more Wanna winners, updating you on the latest Wanna leaderboards, and talking about all things sports. Folks, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as it helps us tremendously. We appreciate your support. Like I said, notification button. Tone, Lonnie, any final thoughts?
You already know, man. Make sure you download Wanna Parlay if you want to parlay, the #1 betting app in the world. Other than that, man, tune in. You get free entries just for showing your face on our podcast. We have to be one of the only podcasts in the world, if not the only, that's doing this. Plus, we're the only doing a whole lot of more other shit over there. You know what I'm saying? So go over there, download the Wanna Parlay app. Use me or Lance promo code, or Lonnie. He got one too. But just support us. Other than that, let's get it, Lance.
Yes, sir. All right.
Yep,
like we said, see you tomorrow. See ya.
Watch your phone. Yeah, Tone. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay. I'm about to throw a party. I just woke up, it's time to check out my parlay from last night. I hope it's a good day. If I'm on top the leaderboard on Wanna Parlay, that mean it's a good day. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Hawks played. I bet you Jordan Poole have an off day. Guaranteed Travis Hunter made a mouse play. If so, I done cashed on my parlay. 2 picks, 4 picks, 6 picks, 7 picks. Pick your poison. Wanna Parlay, then download the app right now. Come on, join it. You lose one time, gotta keep on going. Flip them winners, gotta stack them coins. Stay in the race like Jacket Joyner. You'll win if you stack them points up. NBA, CBB, MLS, NFL, MLB. Take your time, build your slip. NHL, MMA, UFC. Yeah, you can go big on big. Yeah, or you can go small on small. World Series, Super Bowl, March Madness, championship, win them all. If you